how's it going, guys? Getting back to you with another upload once again. And I'm out here this morning driving around. I went up into Waterville this morning to see if I could try and work the preventative plant ground that we have a second time. And I got there, and just by looking at the top layer of the dirt, I knew that it was going to be too wet. But anyway, I grabbed the shovel and I dug in a couple spots, and I grabbed some dirt, and mind you, that's clay dirt in Waterville. I was able to grab the dirt and I was able to smash it into a nice great big ball. And I dug up a little bit more, and I actually pulled up a chunk of dirt that was already stuck together. So basically it was one great big clod. I didn't even have to mash the dirt down, it was already stuck together. Sticky, wet, so definitely gonna have to wait a little bit on working the clay dirt again. But just out here taking a look at fields. Right now these are not fields that we farm, but just kind of wanted to show you guys what the crops look like out here in our neck of the woods. And in this area, the soybeans and the corn look pretty darn good. Out here on the sandy ground, where guys were able to get in at a decent time and get stuff planted, and then there are some spots where they get a little drowned out, a little low, where they had to get replanted, like right here. And then you got fields of corn where there's wet spots like this one and that one. So needless to say, there's definitely some fields out here that are very uneven. But again, it just kind of depends on where you drive. Like up here on the right hand corner, there's a field of corn that's completely tasseled and tall. Got that in at a decent time, and it looks like it's in fairly good shape. But just like the fields that I showed you back there, so it varies. I'm gonna take you to a soybean field that we got over here on Perry Road. Another nice looking field of corn. Yeah, all this corn right here up and down this road got in at a fairly early date. How this stuff actually has ears of corn on it. So this is Perry Road. Right up here on the left hand side of the road, these are our beans. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the side of the road here and walk out in the field a little bit. Because it's been a while since I've been up here to take a look at them. So this is one of the very first fields that we planted to beans. And I am very impressed with how they look. There is a few drowned out spots in this field, but overall, I'd say the field looks pretty darn good. Out here on the end rows, this field we have no-tilled in the past, but this year we decided to work it with our field cultivator. Man, these beans look phenomenal. I'm really pleased with how these look this year with the year that we've had. So, something is out here nibbling on them, though. I am noticing that there's a couple of spots where the leaves are getting kind of eaten by something. I'm not really too sure what that is. But here comes a crop duster. So, guess I should have picked a different time to come out here and do this, because now my jeans from the knee down are soaked with the dew, but it's one way to get them cleaned. Second time. Okay, so now that we're out here on the straight rows, God, I am just in awe on how these look. Beautiful, beautiful beans, I think. Said this is the first time in a while that I've been up here to take a look at these beans, so I'm in complete shock on how these look. Well, he must be spraying a field nearby. Not for sure he was going somewhere else. But wow. For the year that we've had, I am very pleased. Nice bushy rows starting to fill in. It's just a very good thing to see on a year like this. It just makes me happy that, you know, the beans are pulling through, crops are pulling through, and things are starting to look good. But as you get over on the heavy dirt, that's for the most part, we have all of our clay dirt that is looking decent. There's a few acres that are probably going to be kind of questionable this fall, but we're just going to have to play it by ear and see what's going on. Hey now. What the heck are you doing on my soybeans? Get out of here. So that's what's nibbling on the soybeans, huh? I have to say something to the old man about that. Of course, I only did see one. I haven't seen any other beetles around here yet. So, yep, I can't stop saying it, guys. I'm just in awe. I'm just relieved that these beans are looking the way that they are. Now let's just hope that they can stay healthy. We can get a good crop off of them. So, okay, we're gonna head over to a different part of the area and show you some beans that were planted a little bit later. I don't think they're gonna be quite as bushy, but we'll go ahead and take a look at those and see what they look. Okay, so this is another field of beans that we got this year. This time I'm not gonna get out because I don't really feel like getting any more dew on my jeans, but this is another field, and they look about the same as the ones that I just showed you up close. Nice bushy rows starting to fill in. A little bit of a low spot right here, but with all the rain that we had, can't complain too much of how the fields look. I do not remember the variety right off the top of my head. I would have to go back and look at Dad's records and see what he planted here. I don't know if these are 33X8s or what variety he planted in here. So, yep, overall I'm very pleased with how a lot of the crops are looking. I thought for sure we were gonna have a pretty rough year, but it looks like we're gonna have a better year than what farmers were thinking we were gonna have, just as long as the crop stays healthy and nothing stupid happens. So there's one more field I want to show you guys, and then that's gonna be pretty much it for. Alright, so I figured I'd go ahead and kind of record my drive to the next field that we're gonna have you guys look at, just to kind of give you a general idea on what things kind of look like out here. It's about the same. Out this way you might see a little bit more drowned out spots out here than around home, but like I said, it just kind of varies on where you're at, and also kind of depended on if the farmer got into the field when it was proper, or if they were trying to rush things and get stuff planted ASAP. There's a field that didn't get planted. Thought my camera was zoomed out a little bit. So yeah, overall, I'd say the crops look pretty darn good for the year that we've had. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot in this video about how things look and how I feel about it, but I'm just pleased. I'm happy and glad that stuff is finally starting to grow and starting to look good. Even if there is a couple spots where crops may not look the greatest, at least they have something growing. And on years like this, you're gonna have wet holes. So I'd rather have wet holes than have a whole field that's not planted. All right, so we're almost there. Alright, there she is, folks. Right down below here. Right there's the little field. And then we got the big field right beside it. Pardon my squeaky brakes. Well, here she be, folks, the last field that I wanted to show you guys. Again, not too shabby. I'm just happy that we have stuff in the ground that's growing, and even though we might be in the field until December like we were last year, at least we got a crop. And we don't have everything planted either. Like I said, I was going to go try and work preventative plant ground today, and it ended up being too wet from the rains that we got here a little while ago. So that about does it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video of me driving around and showing you some beans. Next go around, I hope to show you guys some corn. And this is not all of the soybeans that we planted this year. There's plenty more beans that we got planted. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have close to 800 acres planted. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a general idea on what our beans are looking like up here, and just kind of in general. I was going to show you guys stuff in Waterville, but all those fields are on roads that are very, very busy. And out here, it's easier for me to show you guys fields, and I can drive slower out here without holding up traffic, 'cause these are all back roads out here versus in town. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys on the next one. And don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and if you got a minute, hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with what's going on. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is getting things wrapped up and done. And for those of you guys that got wheat this year, I hope everything is going well, or did go well. And we will see you next time.